Hi everyone and welcome! This month we're going to learn how to personalize a keychain, some car coasters, a cup, a bookmark and a pen using UV DTF. In each box you will get the step-by-step instruction paper. Inside I added some paper sticker that you can put on your notebook or on your calendar. Those are not waterproof, and some UV DTF that are waterproof that you can apply, for example, on your computer, on a cup, everything you want at home that is hard surface. Then you would have your 5 projects. You also get a cup cradle that will help us applying the design for the cup, and a squeegee that we will use for each project. You also get a straw and a cleaning brush, as well as a flower cap to put at the top of your straw. I wanted each box to be unique, so I created designs on Canva and made sure that every combination was different. So the different design you will see on the video are not specifically the one that you will have in your box. I recommend you to personalize in the same order than the video, that goes from the easiest project to the more challenging ones. Let's start with the car coasters. On your coaster you can see that you have a shiny side where we're going to apply the sticker and a matte side where we're going to put the cork adhesive. For all the project you want to make sure that the surfaces you're working with are clean. If there is dust or any fingerprints on your coasters, you can clean them with the alcohol wipes. Now flip over your design so you can see the white part. Rub the design a few times using the squeegee. It's allowing your design to stick on the transfer layer that is at the front. Now peel the back layer away very slowly to make sure that all the design is transferred correctly. Be careful, once your design touches the support, it won't be possible to remove it. Position and align your design a couple inches above your support. When you're happy with the position of your sticker, you can apply it and rub with a squeegee or your hand. Then peel away the transfer layer very gently and very slowly. You want to try to have an angle as horizontal as possible. If you want, you can use the squeegee as a help. If any part of your design lifts up when you remove the transfer layer, lay it back down, press firmly or use the squeegee, then peel it away. Last step, you just need to put the cork adhesive on the back. Congratulations! You personalized your first car coaster. I hope you like it. What do you think? And now let's personalize your keychain. For the keychain, the steps are very similar, but first we need to remove the protective layer that is on both sides. Check next to the hole, I already pre-cut those layers. Make sure you don't put your fingerprints on the side you will apply the design. Flip the design so you see the white part, then rub a few times with the squeegee. Then slowly remove the back layer. Position and align your sticker a couple inches above your keychain and make sure nothing is covering the hole. Apply it and rub a few times with the squeegee or your hand. Then slowly peel the transfer layer away. It's very sticky, so it can be a little hard. You don't want to be too fast because you don't want to rip the design. Try to keep an horizontal angle as much as possible. After removing the transfer layer, if you have any sticky residue on your keychain, you can gently tap the transfer layer to try to remove it. If it's not enough, you can use the alcohol wipes. Last step, if you like it, you can add the tassel. What do you think about your keychain? Now it's time for project number 3, your bookmark. So now let's personalize your bookmark. It's the last one that's going to be a flat surface before we do the pen and the cup that are slightly harder due to their shape. On the bookmark you also have some protective layers to remove on both sides. Check on the top corner for the easy peel. Make sure you don't put your fingerprints on the side that you're going to apply your sticker. If so, you can use an alcohol wipe. Flip over your design, rub it a few times with the squeegee. Before removing the back layer, let's align the design first. We want to know which side is at the top and which side is at the bottom to make sure that none of the flowers are going into the hole. Then, peel the back layer away, position and align it a couple inches above your bookmark. Apply and rub with the squeegee a few times. Then, slowly peel away your transfer layer. Take your time, go even slower if you have very thin lines, such as this tulip stem over here. Last step, we can add the tassel. There you go, you can either keep it or give it to one of your book lover friends. Next, let's personalize your pen. For the pen, you can see that in the top left corner of the design there is a piece missing. it's actually for you to align it under the clip of the pen. So you can do that before you even rub or anything, just to see how it's going to look like and how you're going to align your design on the pen. Then flip over your design so you see the white part and rub it with the squeegee. So what you want to do is you're going to remove part of the layer, maybe like half an inch, and you're going to remove it on the vertical axis. Then you can fold the back layer. Then you align it with the clip of the pen, like you did before, and you can apply and rub the parts at the beginning. You can put the pen on the table, slowly peel away the back layer and roll the pen at the same time. Remove the back layer. Before applying any pressure at the end of the design, make sure it doesn't overlay with the transfer layer from the beginning. If it does, peel away the transfer layer from the beginning and rub the end with your finger. Now, you can rub with your hand or with the squeegee to make sure the sticker is transferring correctly to the pen. If any part of the design lift up with the transfer paper, lay it back down, rub with the squeegee, and try to peel it off again. And there you go, you have your personalized pen. You just need to remove the red protective wax on the tip of the pen. Let me know what you think and join me for the next video to learn how to personalize your cup. First, let's clean the cup using the alcohol wipe to make sure we don't have any fingerprints or any dust on it. On your previous project, like your keychain or your coasters, if you have any sticky residue, you can also use this wipe to remove them. Then, flip over your design and rub a few times with the squeegee. Before removing the back layer, you can align your design around your cup to give you an idea of the final result. Then, remove around like 3 or 4 inches of your back layer. If any of your design lift up with the back layer, put the layer back, rub with the squeegee a few times, and peel it off again. Then, you have 2 different techniques. For both, align the design on your cup and apply, rub it with your hand or the squeegee. For the technique on the left, you just apply by section, meaning you're removing the back layer and then you apply and rub with the squeegee. For the technique on the right, once you apply the beginning of the design, you place the design between the cup cradle and the cup and you just very slowly roll the cup. And if you want, you can also do the same than the pen, meaning once you apply and stick the beginning of the design, you can roll the cup on the table very slowly. Next step, peel off very slowly the transfer layer so you're sure that you're not going to break any of the design. Use the transfer paper to remove any sticky parts. If necessary, use an alcohol wipe. With your cup, you have the cup care instruction that also apply to all the items that you personalize with UV DTF. It's recommended to wait 48 hours before washing to allow the full curing of the adhesive. They are not dishwasher safe, neither microwave safe. It's also recommended to hand wash them only and do not soak them. I hope you had a lot of fun doing this activity. I would love to see your creations, so feel free to tag Our Fun Creations on Instagram or on Facebook to share with me. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and have a great day!